Okay, I've got a question actually from one of the attendee, Mr. Pamanand, I think. Would we get its recording? I think the recording is not necessary because it is going to be in our YouTube channel anytime. You can watch the video. So yes, it'll be there. You can watch it anytime. And someone asked, like, is coding or having understanding in full stack is essential for security assessment in Web3? So the full stack coding that you have learned so far may help you in understanding the program structure and how the coding can be written and everything. And the languages that you have learned may not help you because in Web3 security assessment, in Web3, you will be learning a separate special language that is going to be used in smart contract programming. Okay, so it is not going to be helpful. The full stack programming is not going to be helpful for you, but that's not an issue. We will be looking into it. What is the program languages, and we will see like what is Web3 totally and how it's going to help in your career, and what we will be planning, and what we have Securium have to help you with the Web3 security career and how you can start. Okay, so it'll be helpful for you in that terms. So okay, I think this is the time we can start straight away. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can keep on dropping the questions in the question section and also in the chat box as well. And once we are over with this particular session, and I'll be going through each and every questions to answer you all your requirements, and it's going to be an interesting session. Hope you all gain some knowledge today. Okay, so as you know, our webinar title, how to start your career in Web3 security. That is why everyone is here. I know that. Okay, and many of you present here might know what is Web3. Many of you may not know that what is Web3, and they may be very eager to learn what is Web3 and all. So I'll help you from scratch, like how it's going to help you, what is Web3 and all. I'll give you a clear picture in that as well. Okay, now hope my screen is visible. If you can see my screen, kindly drop a message in the chat box. Okay, so about me, so I'm a senior security analyst for Securium, who manages all sort of security testing and needs with Securium solutions for more than 5 years. So Securium Solutions is one of the leading cybersecurity service provider based out of Noida. Okay, and we do deals with all the compliance auditing, risk assessment auditing. Then we do deals with SIM solutions and cloud assessment and IoT security as well. And now we have set our path in the Web3 security as well. So that is why we are here to let you guys know that yes, Securium is also dealing in Web3 and Web3 solutions and Web3 security solutions. Now, what I'm doing in here, I'm a consultant and a corporate trainer. I've consulted and trained various corporates on their security needs and deeds. And I'm a cybersecurity expert who's having very strong expert opinion on various aspects and needs for the clients and the pearls. Yes, I'm a certified person and I have a lot of certifications from EC Council, LPD, CPENT, and I'm an IS 27001 lead auditor. And if you can see now, that is all of my full bucket list of certifications and training that I've gone through. I've trained people. And now, when it comes to Web3, is there any certification? Are we going to discuss about that? Is there any training program for that? Yes, we will be having that. We will be taking a look into that. We will see that by the end of the session. Okay. Wait. So agenda. What is this agenda of this particular webinar? What you're going to gain in this webinar? You are going to gain what is Web3 and its business cases. What is blockchain has to do with this? What are smart contracts in Ethereum? and what is smart contracts and all, and what are the vulnerabilities that can come in smart contracts, and how you can develop your career and monetary opportunities you have in this, and how is bug bounty in Web3. If someone is very much new into this field, into this industry, if you're not into cybersecurity already, I'll give you a small introduction, like about what is bug bounty and all when that particular session comes during the webinar. Okay, and what is the future scope in Web3, how and how it is going to change your life. Okay, now who it is for? You may have questions. Are these only for security professionals? Is it only for security professionals? Means I'm already working as a security analyst, and I'm already into cyber security. I have 2 years of experience, 3 years of experience. I'm now starting my career in cyber security. I have started my learnings in Web2 or OWASP. I've learned OWASP. I've learned attacks. I'm doing bug bounty, and I know the tools like burp suit and all the um, spidering tools and all, right? So is it only for security professional? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why? Anyone can take place or take part in Web3. They can become a security expert in Web3. They need to know how things work, okay, and how Web3 works, and they need to put it in place, and they need to understand the security concerns that can arise in Web3. That is what they need to know. Okay. Now, what is Web3? If you ask Web3, what is Web3 is, if you go to Google, like lot of definitions will be there. If you ask me, yeah, this is also one of the Google definition that helped me to put it in here. Okay, let me read out this particular definition and I'll explain you what is Web3 is in my own way. So what is Web3? Also known as the decentralized web or the semantic web, refers to the vision of a more interconnected, secure, and decentralized internet. It is characterized by the use of blockchain technology, decentralized protocol, and smart contracts to enable a wide range of innovative applications. Okay, people who are here, how many of you are into trading cryptocurrencies? Can you please name some cryptocurrencies? See, it would be an interactive session. I would ask you to unmute yourself. You can answer the questions. You can type the answers in the chat box. That will be more convenient for me as well. We can have a very healthy session and healthy interaction between both. And someone tell us what are the cryptocurrencies that you are aware of, and how many of you are doing trading? I cannot see any answers in the chat. Well, no issues. Let me tell you. See, whatever the cryptocurrencies that you do use, okay, and you must have heard about Meta, the Facebook Meta, right? Metaverse and blockchain, and we have NFTs. You might have seen NFTs, right? Non-fungible tokens. What is NFTs? NFTs are something that proves your identity and ownership of a particular asset. How many of you seen coffin dance? The meme that went viral, the video meme, like the four guys standing with the coffin in the hand. Have you seen that? This one. So this particular video has become an NFT. So what is an NFT? See, NFT is what that proves the non-fungible, like that it proves the identity. Okay. How it can prove an identity? See, for example, there are a set of people who are very much eager to own an item, to gain ownership of a particular asset. Okay. So simply I can say that the coffin dance has been sold for thousands of dollars. You can say like it is available in YouTube, it is available in Instagram and anywhere, but the original identity of that video, the ownership, the original video that has been captured, that has been made by those people is what proves that identity. So why I'm saying it in here, see, Web3 holds one of the characteristics to prove the identity and the ownership. Now I'm coming back to the point how it is going to be differ from the Web2. You can see in here decentralized, semantic. What is this blockchain technology? It is mentioned in here in the definition. If you ask me, Web3 is what helps you to give you more decentralized way of communication. If you compare Web2, Web2 communicates in a centralized manner. We are all using Facebook and Instagram, right? Facebook and Instagram has this server in a place. We are all nodes. We are all connected to those servers. When we search for something, when we are scrolling the feeds, when we are looking at the reels, when we are liking it, when we are commenting it, everything we do, it goes into the servers of Instagram and Facebook. Okay. Now, if you post something, that goes straight away into the servers of Instagram and Facebook. Now, how can you say that? Are you the owner of Are you the owner of the content that you post? Okay, you can say, yes, I'm the owner. I own my account, but you're posting it. And there are rules and regulations and legislations that to prove that Facebook or server cannot modify your data. That is different. But still, if they want to do, they can do. If they want to publish your data, they can do. They have full ownership on your data, not you. If you post your photographs, or if you post your reels, if you post your comment or anything into the internet, into Web2, you cannot do anything over it. Means you cannot gain ownership over the data. But when it comes to Web3, it is all happening in peer-to-peer manner. Okay, how there will be a decentralized internet means, imagine there is a network where 10 to 15 people are connected. Okay, and if I'm posting something into the network, that particular content that get into the network will be shared with all those 10 people. You can say like, if it is with all the 10 people, then where is the privacy? Then it is not mine, right? No, it will be with all those 10 people in an encrypted manner. Okay, in an encrypted manner. If you want to do any changes into the data, all those 10 people need to validate such action. If you want to delete, if you want to validate, only the owner can do it, the other person can validate. If someone tries to do it, it will not work. So that proves a decentralized network. Everyone holds a certain privilege to validate an action. Only owner can do this. So in that way, you claim ownership. Got it? Now, that is what the difference between a Web 2 and a Web 3. Now, you can say, the bigger question that you will have in Web 3 is, do I need to know all the cryptography, blockchain technology, and how it is going to be very easy for me? I'm not into cryptography. If you feel like cryptography is very tough for me, if you feel like I don't understand the hashing algorithms, techniques and all, in Web3 security course, We are not going to study all this. It is all the techniques that is happening in the Web3 development. You have nothing to do with it. You will not be learning how cryptography works. You will not be learning how how blockchain works. You just need to know how blockchain works. You will not learn how it is working in the backend. So now let's get into the use and the business cases of Web3, among others. What value does Web3 add to the tech world? Is it becoming a significant technology? We have data sciences, we have AI, we have machine learnings. And what about this Web3 now in here? Like I said, digital identity and non-fungible tokens are in boom. Web3 enables self-sovereign digital identities where users have full control over their personal data, like the example that I've given you. And NFTs are unique digital assets that represents the ownership of a specific item or a piece of content. Like the content that I've shown you, the coffin dance video. If in fact the person who posted that, who sold that video just for $1, okay, and now it's going in thousands. Okay, now if I want to, I will buy that video. Okay, I will buy that video for, imagine, like $2,000 or something. Okay, and I'll sell that video for $2,500. Someone will buy it from me and he will sell that video for $3,000. It will keep on going. There will be a gain in that NFT also. There will be something people claim the ownership of that particular digital asset through NFT. Okay, so how this NFT can be proven? It will be proven from the blockchain using this Web3 technology only. So I can have that video downloaded in my laptop. I'll show you that it is mine. But how can you prove that it is yours? Means it is the original video that has been shot by those 4 people, or maybe 4 to 6 people, like whoever done that particular dance. So it's exactly the similar way. So NFTs will prove the identity or the ownership. Okay, then banking, simply you can say digital finance, where are all the cryptocurrency trading, everything works in this place. DeFi, short for decentralized finance, refers to a rapidly growing category of financial services and applications built on blockchain technology. You can see, you might have seen trading Grow app, and you might have seen the other trading platforms. Everything goes or works in this DeFi. Okay, do not get confused. There is a you cannot say that Grow application itself is a Web3 application. No, it is working on Web 2, but whatever it is dealing with, the cryptocurrencies and all, whatever the Binance that you might have seen, it is all dealing into the backend with the blockchain technologies, the blockchain and the Ethereum networks and all, Bitcoin networks and all. That is going on the Web 3. Okay, now decentralized social media. Yes, we are going to use soon Facebook and the other social medias in Web3, supply chain management, decentralized cloud storage, and soon voting and governance is also going to be in Web3. Then there won't be any vote tampering, and no one cannot add or do false voting in the name of others. Okay, now what blockchain has to do with this? Just a technical knowledge that you need to know about Web3. If someone asks you what is Web3, you have attended the webinar, what you've gained, simply you can say, see, everything is based out of blockchain. Every data and transaction will be with everyone, like I said in the notes, in the network, as it is the essence of decentralization. Each and every miners or validators will try to validate the transaction to add it into a block and the blockchain. How many of you heard about mining, Bitcoin mining? How many of you done mining here? If any one of you from the YouTube live, if you're commenting it on the chat box, I'm not having access to it currently, but soon if you have any doubts to the webinar related questions, my team will be answering it lively. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, see, yeah, just a second. Okay, if you've heard about mining, blockchain or the Bitcoin mining, people were doing mining in 2019 and 20, and before that also they were doing mining when the Bitcoin was in boom. That went up to one Bitcoin's value went up to 42 lakhs. Okay, when it went to up to that mark, people were uh, crazy in doing mining. Okay, so how they have done it? What is mining especially? This is what the action they were doing. Simply, miners will validate the transactions and they will add into the block and they will send it to the blockchain. What is it meaning? If some action needs to get performed in the Web3 technology, for example, if I'm uploading a photo and if I want to delete it, if I want to modify it, if I want to do some actions to a particular photo in the blockchain, that needs to be validated. Okay, that needs to be properly verified by each and everyone in the network. Then only it will be added into the block. So the such actions getting performed by a particular node is what called as a miner. Okay, when this particular action gets succeeded, a small commission will be paid to that miner. A small amount of Bitcoin will be paid to the miner or Ethereum or whatever. That's what called as mining. Okay, cryptographic actions and encryption, everything will take place in blockchain. Got it? Now, smart contracts. What are smart contracts? What are smart contracts? See, Web3, I've told you, blockchain, I've explained you, and how these things are working. You will always have the mentality for now in comparing Web2 and Web3. For now, if you're beginning your career in Web3, definitely you will compare each and everything with Web2. You will imagine like how it's going to work. There is a server in Web2, there is a server in Google, and I'm sending a request, it is sending me back, and how this is going to work in Web3. See, imagine me, I'm going to do a transaction. I'm going to send a certain amount of money to a person whose name is X. Okay. If I want to send the money to a particular person, we both have to agree on a particular contract which will be written, okay, in a language. Okay, we'll see what is that language. So a smart contract is a self-executing digital contract that runs on a blockchain platform. It is a computer program only, nothing much, that automatically executes when the terms and conditions of the agreements between the parties, when the specific conditions are met. Means if I want to send some money and if the person is ready to receive it, so my contract will get executed and that particular transaction will take place. Okay, there won't be any server in here, there won't be need for any intermediaries, and provide more efficient, transparent and trustless way of executing agreements. Okay, means we don't have to trust on any other intermediaries, like we will trust that particular smart contract. There won't be any server. There won't be any banks in the middle. There won't be any bank in the middle. If I'm going to send money, there will be a contract. The contract will be validated by the blockchain, sorry, by the miners, and it will be put into the blockchain. And if that particular contract has been validated, then the money will be transferred. That's it. Who will have this contract? Where this contract will be stored? The contract will be stored in the blockchain, in the cryptographic network. Okay, and it will be used by each and every miners or nodes in the network, and they will validate. Once it is validated, it will be pushed into the blockchain in the block, in the form of blocks, and then transaction will be done. That is how the clear picture, like how it works. Don't worry, like we will be like learning it in further days. Okay, now you can see performing Web3 transaction reaches new audiences on a larger scale. Yes, hackers are focusing and moving on Web3 tech, as the DevSec is not properly in place with Web3 development. Consider how HTTP or how HTML was used back in 1990s for developing a website. Imagine if someone is you are using a website with HTTP and the HTML language and with a very basic scripting or technologies, then how? Okay, so like that manner, Web3 is now, like people are there, though it is made with cryptography and blockchain technology and all, still a lot of vulnerabilities arise when we are using cryptography and Web3. So prepare yourself for Web3. Web3 is going to take the whole technology in future, where crypto is a digital currency that can be used to buy goods or rent services online, that we have seen. And you can see most popular cryptocurrencies that we use: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, okay, USDD, USDC, okay. A lot of coins and tokens are there. Okay, now transparency. Web3 is most famous for its transparency. Like I said, in the decentralized network, though it is in the blockchain, the smart contracts will be with everyone. Everyone should properly validate it. Okay, if you forget the password to access that smart contract, or to put your smart contract into your smart contract network, or if you forget your wallet password, cryptocurrency wallet password, you cannot retrieve it. Once you lost it, it cannot be retrieved. Okay, such silly vulnerabilities can also be arised in Web3. It is not immune to vulnerabilities and attack. Smart contract bugs are there, governance flaws are there, other security issues are there. And that is the main reason, if you're going to make your career in Web3 security, you are going to gain a lot of lot of gains in this Web3, in terms of monetary, in terms of knowledge, in terms of your position in your security career, in everything. Okay, auditing and testing protocols are essential to enhance. Everything is in development. It takes time, so it is the right time that you move it towards the Web3 security. Vulnerability identification, analysis, risk assessment, and remediation. Okay, there's normal vulnerability analysis technique that we do in Web2. It is the same. We do vulnerability identification, we do analysis, we do risk assess, and then we do remediate, how to patch it and all. In 2016, a vulnerability in a smart contract led to the theft of approximately $60 million worth of Ether, which is the Ethereum network, right? This incident was known as the DAO hack. Okay, $60 million worth of Ether. Imagine. And you know what? When such hack happens, you know that how many cases are pending hacked cases in Web 2, which is not solved yet. If you are into cybersecurity, if it is in Web 3, if it is in blockchain, if it is in underlying under the nose of cryptography, it is totally almost, you can say 90-95% not possible to get the person who stole that money. Okay, now what are the vulnerabilities we have? See, I have written here some very few vulnerabilities to understand how Web3 can be vulnerable. Okay, see, overflow, underflow attacks are there. Okay, imagine there is a number limit. Okay, imagine there is a number limit. For example, 999. Okay, and you have starting range 0 and the maximum range is 999. If I reduce something from 0, if I subtract any value from 0, it will automatically become 999. It will not go to -1 or -2 something. That is what vulnerabilities are there in the Ethereum and the smart contracts. So if there is a money like zero money, zero amount, zero Ethereum is there. If I try to make it into 999, just subtracting one value, I can make it into a 999. See, I'm giving you a scenario in here. It doesn't work in that way. Just giving an example. That kind of vulnerability is also there. Okay, delegate call vulnerabilities. When you have inheritance, when you are calling one contract from another contract, see, I'll show you what is the smart contract after some time, like by the end of this session. Okay, so how a smart contract will look like, and what a particular contract can do. Okay, like that. So when a particular contract calls another contract, those calls between the contracts should be properly written. Otherwise, the delegate calls that is making can lead to a vulnerability. Okay, overwriting state variables, improper access controls, authentication issues with tx.origin, reentrancy attacks. So these are all few other vulnerabilities that we have with Web3 security. Let me tell you, like how it is going to be. For example, there is a person with the wallet, okay, crypto wallet, who has 1,000 Ethereum coins in his wallet. Okay, he has a contract in use. You has access to that particular contract. You has access to that particular contract because it is accessible for everyone. Let me show you. Okay, see, these are all the transactions what happened in Ethereum balance. You can see Ethereum value and all. Okay, and smart contract. These are all transaction hashes. I'll show you how a smart contract will look like. Okay, so this is just a small contract. It is written in here. Okay, and you can see multiple smart contracts also. You can write it in very big manner. Okay, so if you can see these kind of vulnerabilities like improper access controls, delegate call vulnerabilities and all, right? When a particular Ethereum contract tries to call the other contract, when it tries to call other contracts at a certain condition, what happens when the contract needs to have access to other function for a particular transaction? It could be for a validation, for verification, and that condition. If they don't put a proper access control or authentication issues, I can easily take over someone's account. Imagine a person was having 1,000 to 2,000 or in some amount of Ethereum, and you can, if you can steal that amount, you just change the ownership of that smart contract. He was the owner so far for his wallet, but because of a small vulnerability in the smart contract, if you can change the address, if you can change the ownership, those 1,000 Ethereum will be yours. Okay, now career opportunities in Web3. Yes, now here okay, I started learning. Maybe you can think like, okay, what will I become if I start? First, top priority, your profile, you can choose in here a smart contract auditor, blockchain security engineer, DeFi security specialist, D-app security engineer, blockchain forensic investigator. Okay, so you don't have to worry about what is D-app and all. If you get into Web3, right, you'll get to know what is D-app, decentralized application. The wallets is a decentralized application. Okay, crypto wallet. Okay, now demand for Web3 security professional. So you are in need. Simply, you are in need. Average junior smart contract auditor salary globally is, you can see, $1,04,600. If you talk about the experienced one, 1,30,000 US dollars, that can go up to 2 lakhs US dollars. Okay, and according to a report by Grandview Research, the global smart contract market is expected to reach $345 million by 2026, within just 3 years. Annual compound rate will be like 31.2%. It already grown to 3. Okay, so this is a huge numbers. Everyone is looking for Web3 security person. Okay, how to start Web3 security? What do you need? So you can ask me like, can I start it from my own? Yeah, you need to learn the basics of cryptography. Web3, semantic web, consensus algorithm. If you are like, what is this? Like, it looks so new. Semantic web, consensus algorithm. What is these are? You will get to know when you start learning Web3 with Securium. Why? See, when you can, let me tell you, give you an example. Consensus algorithm is very simple. You have to agree on a certain condition. Okay, a group of people have to agree on a certain condition. That is what consensus algorithm is. That's what validator does. That's what miners does in the blockchain. Okay. Semantic web, how Web3 works? It is because of semantic web architecture and the technology. Then programming language. Someone asked me before the session starts, really that full stack programming is necessary? Full stack programming, that whatever the languages that you have learned so far, maybe Angular, PHP, Java, ASP.NET, whatever the languages you learn, it's not going to help you. But the coding technique and the skill set that you have in your programming knowledge definitely going to help you to grab things very quickly, because the language that you're going to learn in here is Solidity. Solidity is a high-level programming language used for smart contracts writing. Okay, so we will be finding out the vulnerabilities in that. Real-world case studies. Analyze security incidents and vulnerabilities in real-world decentralized applications. We will be doing how security incidents are happening in real world, in Web3, in smart contracts. Okay, then you need to know how things are working. Participating in Web3 communities, engage with the blockchain and Web3 communities through forums, social medias, developer meetups. Okay, a lot of meetups are happening. Okay, besides Ahmedabad is having an upcoming meetup. If you can Google it, you can also participate in that. Okay, so there are meetups are there, social media groups are there, forums are there where people discuss about Web3. Not only Web3, Web3 security communities. Keep that in mind. Okay, so to kickstart your career, these are all the things that you need to consider very first. Okay, and bug bounty. How bug bounty is in Web3? Bug bounty returns are huge in Web3. It is almost like 10 times more in Web2. If you're getting $100 bounty in Web2, it will be like $1,000 bounty in Web3 for that level of bug, P5 level bug, if you're finding it in Web3. Okay, huge returns are there in Web3. Just a small correction in the programming can gain you how much, change, how it can gain you $1,000. A small program change, optimization in the smart contract, it could be returned in this way. Imagine there is a if loop. Okay, for loop, if loop in the program, and if you use for loop, it will give you this result. If you use if loop or in a different level, in a different way, that will give you in a different result, and advanced result, or you can say a more comfortable and successful results in Web3. Okay, how is future scope of Web3? Continuously expanding with new projects, platforms, and applications emerging regularly and daily. This Web3 ecosystem is having a huge growth. And with the NFT and digital asset revolution, you can seriously trust Web3. Your gaming is getting into Web3. Virtual real estate is in place. Art, music, applications, everything, everyone is developing their products in Web3 these days. Improved governance, decentralized autonomous organizations. Companies, whole company is getting developed in Web3 these days. And when it comes to security, you have a place in all these. And definitely when Web3 and Web2 get converged, that leads to a lot of hybrid solution that combine the best aspects of both paradigms. The Binance, the Grow platform, everything that you use, it's a combination of Web2 and Web3. When Web3 network gets converged with the Web2 platform for convenience, okay, anyone cannot understand Web3. It's a little bit tougher. If you need some time to think, or you need some time to get yourself settled in, so definitely it'll take time. Okay, now what Securium has to do, like you can say, yes sir, like you have gained enough knowledge in Web3 and all, like how it is going to help you and all. So Securium has come up with something in enhancing your skills of individuals from basic to intermediate with a diverse syllabus. Okay, individuals can easily learn this Web3 security course, measures, techniques, tools, and secure coding practices with this CW3SP course, Certified Web3 Security Professional. Okay, now we go to Web3 content. What we have in this particular course, introduction to Web3, you will learn about whatever the terms and terminologies that are used, like consensus algorithm, validators, miners, and standards. What are all these in here? You will learn about that. And the second module, Solidity fundamentals on programming. Complete programming skill sets and techniques will be taught in here in this module. Then the vulnerabilities and attacks. How a Solidity codes can be hacked. Then you will have real-time attack scenarios, labs, kind of CTF scenarios. You will have those practices will be done. Then you have gas optimization technique that is going to help you in getting bounties in huge numbers. You'll have gas optimization technique, simple, like you can imagine, like if you ask me, sir, how big is going to be, how big the course is, very simple. It's around like 20 to 25 hours of course, and the gas optimization technique that you will learn like 2 to 3 minutes at time that you can spend. Even a non-security person can spend time in this gas optimization technique, and they can easily start finding bugs. They can easily learn, and then you can easily gain money out of it. Okay, so you can ask me like, so where I'm going to do bug bounty and all. There are platforms, different platforms are there, with for the bug bounty platforms and all. See, platform wise, tool wise, and few attacks that we are going to perform in front of you, that is all coming in our upcoming webinars also. Okay, and you can contact us if you're like to enroll with the CW3SP. If you have any doubts regarding this, not only this course, if you have general any questions with the Web3 security, with the Web3, you can contact us. You can write to this email, okay, Ritali, and our team will be available for you to help it out, to guide you in your Web3 career. Okay, anytime you can write to us. Within 24 or 48 hours, you'll be getting a reply from us and how you can start your career Web3 with the Web3 security. Okay. Great. So thank you so much for listening to me for this far. And if you have any doubts and all, please write it in the chat box. I'm here. We'll have a small Q&A session for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll help you with it. Everything, every doubts that you have in this session or generally in Web3 and how it is going to be and everything. I'm here to help you. Please. I cannot see any questions coming in the chat box. Okay, I've got few questions. Okay, what are the major challenges taking place with regards to security in Web3? Okay, see, when it comes to Web3 security, what are the challenges can happen? See, the main challenges that you may face in Web3 security at the starting time, at the starting period, you will get uh, the main difficulty that you will be facing is we're all set to Web2 mindset. Okay, we're all set to Web2 mindset. So you will always have that Web2 technology, Web2 functionality thinking. Okay, I have a question. Will the user get the certificate of completion on completing the CW3SP, and what is the cost of this course? Yes, Munib, if you are enrolling, like, see, we are planning for the examination. Also, you have examination in this course. You have two levels. Like, either you can go with the non-exam version, or you can go with the exam version. Okay, and if you are looking for exam version, you have to write an exam. That will be an objective type of exams. Okay, that is soon we are going to implement in here. And if you are looking for only training, you will get that particular certificate in your hand. And for the cost of this course, please write to us. You will have a small a form, and that needs to get filled, and that will be given in our YouTube channel, in the comment box and the chat box in the description. Okay, and I'll give that form link in this video also, in this chat box, in the webinar chat box also. You can get that. Okay. Would we get this regarding recording? Actually, I'm zero in Web3 and its concept. Does this webinar is for beginner in Web3 or for people who already know Web3? No, it is for the beginner. You might have seen it if you have joined it in the middle. If you didn't understand a few concepts or whatever the things that I have explained, no need to worry about that. You can find the complete video in our YouTube channel that will be uploaded in it. You can anytime go and watch it. Okay. And for your guidance, it doesn't matter whether you are a zero in Web3 and all, and definitely you can enhance your skills from here. Okay. Great. Those were the questions I got so far. Any other questions? If I don't get any questions in 1 or 2 minutes, we'll wind up. And let me put the form link. You can get the form link. Okay, from the chat box. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone who have participated in this webinar. And we are happy to help you all the time. And hope you can start your career in Web3 and gain too much knowledge. And definitely, Web3 is going to kickstart your career and is going to give a boom in your security career as well. And if you think like I want to be in cybersecurity, I'm already started learning in Web2, and not much into Web2, but can I start with Web3? You can start with Web3. You don't need any necessary knowledge in Web2 to start Web3. So I would say you can start it anytime, no issues. So thank you so much, everyone. I wish you all success, and see you in another webinar soon. Bye, everyone.